What's going on, guys? It's Vacation Nick. Got my vacation shirt on. We are here with week 5 of the DPDL. Sorry, I took a few weeks off. My recording. Um, my iPad was not working super hot for me, and then I figured out how to use OBS again, so I'm able to do live commentary now. So we're taking on Peter Greedent and the New York Regicocks in our week 5 matchup. The last 2 games I won 3-0 and 4-0, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we can get another W here today. So he's got Tangrowth, decent regen, Fizdefmon, Bisharp tries to block Intimidate, tries to block Defog, really strong physical attack. Noivern, super fast, way faster than my entire team. It's got 123 base, my fastest is 108. So technically I believe it can run 345. Nice, okay, so it can't actually run Modest by 1 point, but it can run Timid with a ton of HP. Slowbro Galar, it can be either regen, defensive, it can be Quick Claw, max HP, max special attack, ruin my day. Comfy, I feel like he's going to bring this because we'll see, the nickname might be the reason he brings this. Hitmontop, it can either be defensive intimidator, it can be offensive with technician. Jellicent, always a scary mon, can also be defensive or offensive. Centiskorch can be really annoying. I know Peter likes AV Centiskorch, which absolutely tanks lots of hits. So that'll be something to deal with if I can't get rocks up. I don't even remember if I brought rocks. Oh, no, I did. Yeah, if I can get rocks up, it'll be a lot easier to deal with, but we'll see. Piloswine is just an annoying, bulky mon. If you're not using fighting coverage on it, it's probably going to be tanking hits pretty well. And I'm expecting it to probably come. And then Wigglytuff. It's a fine fairy type. It's really slow, so maybe if he expects me to bring Trick Room, he could bring this. It gets rocks up. It has good coverage, but I don't expect it to come. What I really expect to come this week is Noivern for sure, since it's faster than everything. And it can always U-turn out. Comfy, just because of the nickname. Tangrowth, it's a pretty bulky mon. It can stop my stack attacka if he's expecting a stack attacka sweep. It's decent against Primarina if I'm choice locked. I expect Slowbro just because it can bring perfect coverage against me if it wants to be offensive. It can be really annoying. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I expect Piloswine just to get up rocks and be annoying. And then Bisharp is a little tough for him because I have Conkeldurr, I have Moltres, even Landorus. It's a little tough for him to bring Bisharp. But maybe Jellicent, maybe Hitmontop with like a triple axle against Landorus. So that's what he has, that's what he might bring. Now let's look at what I got. I've got Stack Attacka. In my prep battles, I realized I was really weak against Noivern and Slowbro. And this just gives me, and even, Tangrowth, it gives me a check to some of those really annoying mons. I can set up Stealth Rocks, which can help me a lot with him trying to pivot around. And then I just threw on a few coverage moves, which could be good. Gyro Ball is really good for 100% accurate against Noivern. Stone Edge is just a solid stab that's really strong against everything. And then Earthquake is pretty good. Conk, just the usual Conk set. Facade, Knockoff, Drain Punch, Mach Punch. He doesn't really have very good switch-ins to it, so I can pretty much just blast a Facade every time I get it in. Specs Hydreigon, if I can predict a Flash Cannon and get rid of his Fairy, if he brings a Fairy, then Draco Meteors are just absolutely free. And if you notice, I'm running Modest on this one. Outside of Noivern, his fastest Mon is Hitmontop and Bisharp at 70 speed. Obviously, I don't care about outspeeding Comfy because it's always going to outspeed with Draining Kiss. So I can run 263 speed. And, oops, that's only 124 investment in speed, and I can run Modest, and these Modest specs hits are going to go absolutely insane. And then Primarina, an AV Primarina is just really good against him. It's a Comfy blocker, it's a Jellicent block, it's a Noivern block. It just kind of walls everything, and having I in prep as well, I noticed I was weak against an offensive Hitmontop, so having this defensive bulk is really helpful, and also Draining Kiss is really good at being able to keep me healthy. And I got Flip Turn, Scald, and Ice Beam just as some coverage moves, and Flip Turn is great for being able to keep momentum. Then I got Moltres, Flamethrower, Defog Roost, U-Turn. I want to keep Hazards off my side of the field. He's probably going to bring at least one setter in Pile of Swine. And that thing can pretty much guaranteed get something up, because it does actually live a Drain Punch from Conkeldurr if I'm not Guts boosted. So having that defog is really nice. The momentum in U-Turn and Flamethrower is really good against everything except for Centiskorch. Roost is good to keep healthy, so I keep healthy. I do have enough speed to outspeed Hitmontop and anything below it. And Comfy does absolutely nothing to Moltres, so that's good to have here. Comfy also does nothing to Stack Attack, which just basically kills it anyway. And then Galvantula, I'm running like 44 speed, a bunch of bulk, because that's all I really need. So I'm going to be hitting really hard, and even though he has Bisharp, I'm still running Sticky Webs. If he gets webs off every time, I can always just switch into Moltres. I can always roost on it to avoid Sucker Punch. I'm not as worried about Bisharp, but slowing down things like potentially a Scarf Hitmontop, which I had problems with, slowing down all of his other like medium speed mons for Conkeldurr is actually really nice, also for Primarina to outspeed things. So I only needed Thunder and Energy Ball, so I figured if Sticky Webs is helpful, I might as well put it on. And then let's put some nicknames on here. I'm gonna name my team after things that Peter is afraid of. So Kevin James, of course. This guy looks a lot like Kevin James, I think, at least. Sobriety. You know, I can't blame Peter for being afraid of sobriety, because, you know, living life, feeling everything it's not a life worth living. Since this has 3 heads, I'm going to name this one Abstinence. Because what's Peter without getting head? Primarina. I'll do STDs. Who's not afraid of them? The IRS, of course. Why would he not be afraid of the IRS? And then Moltres, me. He's gonna be afraid of me, and there's nothing he can do about it. So now let's send him a message and let him know that I'm ready. We'll get this show on the road. Looks like it's time. Let's hit him up. Here we go, it's time. Peter can be a great battler, so not somebody to take lightly at all. We should get the damage calculator up. Not what I meant to do. Because we're going full sweaty calcing. Okay. Doesn't actually clear, but that's alright. Wow. That's some pink boys. Alright. Send the links out in the locations. Alright. So he's got one form of rocks, which is Wigglytuff. Let's do a quick... Not that one. So Gyro Ball has a potential to kill this specific one. But if he's max defense, it's a 2-hit KO. Let's double check what Wigglytuff has. I know it has a good... It does have Brick Break, does have Drain Punch, does have Counter, and Focus Blast. If he is... Yeah, if he's Specs, if he hits, I'm going down. So, in that case, I feel like Primarina is a decent bet. Doesn't do much. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do much back to me, so I could just Draining Kiss. That's probably his lead Either that or Noivern. So this is a decent lead. Okay, this is great for me. Let's see. Primarina versus Jellicent. Draining Kiss does not do much. But we'll go for it. Okay, that did 15%. So that is Max Attack Technician. And I didn't see any item there, so it could be like Assault Vest or something. Draining Kiss still does a good amount. I'll heal back any damage no matter who he goes to. I'm in a pretty good position here so far. He clearly doesn't have a guaranteed switch into Primarina. He doesn't know anything about my set. Okay, so Slowbro took 11%. So that is looking pretty spadef. Or AV. Yeah, that is definitely Assault Vest. So we can just flip turn here and probably go into Stack Attacka. Check the moves on this thing. Brick Break, Drain Punch, Earthquake. Oh, this is the wrong Slowbro. That's why. Okay, this is not Assault Vest. This is max HP. Okay. 14%. Yeah, max HP for sure. Could be. I mean, Stack Attack doesn't take anything. Scald. Yeah, that doesn't do much. And how much does Earthquake do back? Solid chunk. If we can get rid of this thing immediately, that would be really good. Nasty plot. Does this thing get Focus Blast? Surf. Mud Shot. How much should I take from a Mud Shot? I could die. Okay. So +2 Scald to a Hydreigon only does like 28%. 30%. And this will cover a potential Mud Shot. Hydro Pump. Okay, that doesn't do much. And now we can just hit him with the Draco and gone. Sweet. Okay, perfect. That was something I was worried about. That is gone. And also we are not 6-0'd, so that's great. Stack Attack is looking a lot better too. We're not super concerned about health on Hydreigon. I think we just go to Stakataka again. Nice. Nice move. Okay, this is fine. I'm sure he was scared of missing again, missing his second one. So we'll just flip turn out. Check the damage, 4%. That's likely Fizdef. And then we can go to Conkeldurr. He might Rock Slide here, knock off. That's a good play by him. I can just knock off myself. I might even out damage. Yeah, I do a good amount to Wigglytuff. Galvantula's looking really, really good here. I probably could have gone to that, but I was kind of afraid of a rock move. I got AV, so that means that Tangrowth is definitely not AV. This is, oh yeah, this is guaranteed Technician. I don't think it gets any moves to hit me. He might just be like close combat, but Aerial Ace. It does a good amount, but how much do I need? Without AV. So I need this at half HP. Okay, that's fine. I'll Drain Punch once, I'll Drain Punch once and then I'll click Knock. See if he has Aerial Ace for me. He has Triple Axle. Hits all three. Drain Punch did 57. That's a max roll. 26 to 31. I'm clicking Knock Off here. What a maniac. That's fine. Got the crit too. I think he would have killed anyway. $70, so I did crit back. 67 to 79. Oh, wow. That's sweet. But he's going to rock slide here. Freeze. No way. All right. Okay, that's fine. He's not making, he's just playing super straight up. Okay, I need to keep stack attacker around for Noivern. So I will go to Galvantula, and then I'm going to double back into Moltres. On the fake out, burn him? No. But I can flamethrower. Alright. Alright, let's see. $73 to $91. So even if he specs, this is a roll. So I'm just gonna roost, see what he does. Okay, that's honestly fine. What does this thing even get for physical moves? Acrobatics, Dragon Claw, Wild Charge, interesting. That's really cool. Dang. Alright, well that's probably the game right there. Well, that's my first loss this season. That's alright. It's gonna happen. 4-0 is pretty bad, but I think I'm still good for playoffs. I definitely could have played that a little bit better. I tried to predict a little bit too much on some of these things. And then Noivern is just a killer for me, so. That is a cool set for sure. Getting rocks up would have helped a bit. Also, next time I'd probably want to bring a flying move on Moltres instead of Defog. Just for like Jellicent, for Noivern, even for Slowbro. even just like an offensive Moltres would be really good because it didn't really do anything defensively to help at all. So having it offensive probably would have been really good. But that was just a good. I mean, he had good sets for sure. A nasty plot, did a good amount to iDragon. It didn't really end up mattering that much. The Tangrowth caught me off guard a little bit. I could have played around it, but I was worried he was going to Rock Slide on my Moltres. And then of course just Dragon Dance Noivern was pretty crazy. So, but GG to Peter. We'll be back next week.